Hi, I'm Mel,
And I'm Janelle.
and this is the Murder Mamas. Welcome.
I don't know, my brain, the deer in headlights face. I just escaped you. My
What?
brain forgot how to do this. It's been so long.
It has been a while again.
It's so again. Like always.
Again and again. All right, so today we're going to do another episode of Evil Lives Here. It's episode 2, My Brother's Secret. Yes.
It starts off, and we're talking to Danyall. Danyall? I'm going to say Danyall.
Okay.
White. And she says that she is talking about her brother for the first time in 12 years.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was like no other sibling was on. The parents weren't on. Like, I thought that was a little strange because usually you have more than one family member talking, or like what we've seen, you know, like the mom and the dad and like a sibling or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was weird.
Well, I think we can get to it at the end too, though, that like there were some harsh feelings.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So then she's watching the news and she recognizes that there's like reporting of police activity in her brother's backyard.
Yeah.
Like it's like a helicopter.
The cops are like there digging, and she was like, that's my brother's backyard. What is going on?
We'll get into it more later. I have complex feelings about her as like a narrator.
Okay.
The date is September 10th, 2003, and Richard Paul White is arrested in Aurora, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
We get shown some interrogation footage where he says, I wanted to get caught because I knew I would never stop.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you never stop, Richard?
Yeah.
They don't tell you until the end.
No.
Keep guessing.
You keep guessing. Danielle and Richard were close. She said they had other siblings, but I don't know how many or how old they were. But she said those two had a connection and like they were always close growing up.
Yeah, they were only 18 months apart and they were raised in kind of turmoil up until their high school age. Yeah. So maybe the other siblings are like younger.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't mention it.
They do not know.
She says that she gets mad when people call her brother evil or a monster and that she still loves him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that unconditional love.
Yeah, I thought that was a parent thing, though.
Yeah. Maybe she feels like motherly towards him. I'm walking away for 1 second. So then it goes into like their childhood. Mm-hmm. And she says that growing up, sometimes she would wake up with Richard just sitting in her room staring at her while she slept.
Yeah.
And then she says she didn't know what to do.
Right.
So she would leave the room.
Yeah.
And then Richard would just stay in the empty room.
Yeah. And she's like, well, I didn't know any other way, so I just figured that's what people did. Like, okay.
Yeah, she says that a lot, too, though. Like, I didn't know any different, but, like, didn't you have other siblings who weren't doing this? So, like...
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because they said something like, you know, Danielle never believed her brother could hurt anyone, but there were signs that, like... he was calling out for help. So
yeah,
I'm not sure, like, what were the parents doing during this time?
Yeah.
That's what I really want to know.
I'm going to go with they probably weren't super involved.
Probably not.
Then we learned that Richard was religious, like as a kid, but he seemed to take the punishments and the negative aspects, like very literally.
Yeah.
He was like obsessed. So he would like read the Bible a bunch and like pray and do all these things. And then she says that he destroyed like an AC/DC record that he had because someone said it was devil music and he thought that the devil would enter him by listening to that music.
Yeah. So he broke that.
He did. He broke it. And then they say that a violent pattern begins to emerge. Also, the timeline of this, too. I'm like, how old is he?
Yeah.
Can there be years?
Yeah.
So I can get like a grasp.
Yeah, I wish they didn't really go into that.
I know. They never do in this one. Well, in the 2 episodes we've watched.
But the next part.
Oh, God.
So Danyall has a baby bird called Ginger, the parakeet, and he snapped her neck in front of her and then threw it on the ground for the cat to get it. And then he said, because I wanted you to screw up on your finals.
Yeah.
Or like she asked him, why did you do that? Yeah. And he was like, because you have finals and I, like, that's going to mess with your head.
Okay, but like, again, if we're just like, we didn't know any different. Like, right. We know that people should not kill animals.
Especially when they're the close ones. Like if it was ones that fought all the time, not that they would be okay, but like that would be more like, okay, I get it. You guys are annoying, but stop doing that. But this is someone that he cares about, supposedly.
I'm going to say that this particular section of this was hard for me to watch / listen to. Yeah. Because I have a brother I was very close with who killed 2 of my hamsters growing up.
Where is your brother? Give me a name. Give me an address. You may or may not see him alive.
No.
Why?
He put one on the trampoline because he wanted to see how high it would jump.
Okay.
Bounce.
Yeah.
But they're tiny.
Yeah.
So obviously it died.
Yeah.
The other one, he slid down the stair banister and it slapped into the wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like just killing it. He just wanted to see what would happen. That's different.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, is it different when he made me unbury it weeks later so I could see its decomposing body?
That's a brother thing to do. Good grief. Okay.
Yeah. So this was a little like that section. I was like, I don't want to say it was triggering, but I was like,
yeah. No.
Maybe that isn't feasible. I'm joking. So then she says that he was like quick to snap and he was very ruthless in his punishments. Mm-hmm. Then his behavior starts escalating. Yeah. And then she starts talking about this story about she was 19 and one of their other siblings called her to tell her that Richard had HIV. Yeah. She like freaked out because everyone with HIV at that point died. So I'm like, this has to be the early 90s.
That's exactly what I thought too.
Or like late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. During the AIDS and HIV epidemic.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
And then a year goes by. And she's like,
a year.
A full calendar year at least, according to her. Yeah. And she's like, hey, so are you taking those meds still? He goes, what meds? Yeah. And she's like, for HIV. He's like, I don't have that.
Can you imagine? Oh my God.
People lie about that kind of stuff though.
No, it's weird. Like, why? What about cancer and everything? I'm like, there's
like sympathy.
Yeah. Yeah. Karma coming around to bite you in the butt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And something to tell you when we're done recording. We can't have it on record.
Okay.
He lied about it because she says that he lied about it, like, because maybe he thought it was funny.
Yeah. It's not funny.
That's never funny, but like, okay. Yeah. Richard is described as a liar and began to distrust all the stories he was telling. Right. So she's like, you've lied to me so many times, so you're going, like, I don't believe anything you're going to say anymore.
Yeah. He did tell her another story. Mm-hmm. That one of his friends had died, and he needed money to go across Colorado to get to the funeral or whatever, and she gave him the money to do it. And then, like, she said, like, 2 years later, she was walking through the grocery store and the guy was there in front of her. And she was like, I thought you were dead. So he lied about that. So, like, there is a pattern with his lying.
There is. And I wonder if he was doing it to see how far he could, like, push her to believe him.
Yeah, maybe.
But then they say that the story started to get darker while drinking, and he would tell stories about killing people.
Yeah.
He would describe the murders in vivid details.
And he did this to several different people. It wasn't like he just told one person.
Yes. It says he told several people their stories, and then I wrote his girlfriend ? Exclamation point ? This guy has a girlfriend?
I know, right? Yeah.
But so Danielle, like, never believed him because she thought that he was just looking for attention.
Yeah. Because that's what he did.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so nobody called the police. Like, nobody
None of the
believed him.
friends, like, nobody called.
Could you imagine lying so much that not a single person believes that you are admitting to murders?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That's
crazy.
how little integrity you have.
Right.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
But then one of his girlfriends is not so sure what to think. And so he tells her about these murders and that he's, like, buried people in the yard. And the girlfriend goes to Danielle, and Danielle's like, he's lying.
Yeah. There's no way he would do that.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you never take him seriously?
Yeah. Or maybe just think about it, maybe. A different, like, I don't know. They just seem to blow him off so fast. It's like, maybe stop and think about what he's saying and how it's the same story to every single person.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's why the cops ask you so many times for your story.
To see if your story changes.
See if your story changes, and his didn't.
But then the next time she sees his girlfriend, the girlfriend is terrified, runs into her house, and pulls Danielle into a bathroom, locks the door, and then they're hiding in this bathroom.
Yeah.
And Richard is trying to break into the bathroom. He is pounding on the door, and they're trapped in this bathroom for several hours, according to Danielle. I had a lot of issues. I don't want to use the word issues. I had a lot of, I don't know what word to use. Issues is the only one I can think of with the way that this situation was described. Because Danielle's like, then I opened the door and he's pointing a gun at us.
Yeah.
And I only opened the door because, like, I wanted to get out of this tiny bathroom.
Right.
You have no care for protecting someone who's been sobbing for several hours because they're so terrified of someone you said, don't worry about this person. They're not dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I was like, what? You're kind of a piece of shit, Daniel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to say that, but, like,
yeah,
that was it was so selfish.
It was.
I was shocked. Shocked. Like, there was no trying to talk him down or making sure he was gone or going out through a window. Like, there was nothing else. It was like, I just was tired of being in this little bathroom with someone sobbing behind me.
Right.
My face was literally like, huh? Okay.
Okay.
That's not what I would do. Okay. So then she opens the door and he's standing there, shocker, pointing a gun at them.
Oh.
And then she's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's happening here? Like,
he's crying out for help.
Clearly. But she says this is the first time that she had seen her brother this out of control.
Yeah.
I would argue that him killing your bird and feeding it to
the cat
just to fuck with you.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. But, you know, what do I know? And then she says that she stops him because the girlfriend was trying to leave him.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you want to leave, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Which is not an unhinged thing to say at all.
No.
And then he turns the gun on himself.
Yeah.
And Danielle's like, whoa. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, the kids will come home from school and they'll find you.
Yeah, for kids.
And then that'll like scar them forever. You can't do that to them.
Right.
So she says that his whole mood changes.
Yeah.
He drops the gun and he just walks away.
Yeah.
Still, nobody calls the police.
No.
Not a single anything is done about that. He just walks away.
Yeah.
And then she's like, it changes their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she would try to avoid him.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Yes.
But then he calls her September 8th, 2003, in the middle of the night.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. I didn't clock the time.
Yeah.
So I said very early in the morning.
Yes. That is also true.
2 a.m. is very early in the morning. And so he called to see her, like he wanted to see her,
Yeah.
and he was needing help because he accidentally killed someone.
Yeah.
Accidentally?
Accidentally, yep.
This time? Okay.
Yeah. He was hanging out with a friend.
He claimed.
Alleges. He was showing him his new gun and cleaning it, and the gun went off. Which has happened in like several times. It's not like an unusual thing to have happen.
I feel like cleaning your gun is like a chore.
Yeah.
So why are you doing that at 2 a.m. while high?
Yeah, that's
with
true.
a friend?
Well, because, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I get that.
To
but
me, is like...
And why was it loaded? You're cleaning it.
Yeah, like...
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah. And then he asks, like, can you bring me a jacket, boots, food rations? Because he's going to the mountains.
Yeah.
And she says, yeah.
Okay.
Like, he's running away from a fucking murder.
Yeah.
And you're being an accomplice to that. There is no other way to spin this than what it is.
Yeah. But she drops him off in the wilderness.
She does everything he asks.
Yeah.
She gets the boots and the food and the everything, takes him for rations.
Yeah.
And drives him out to the forest.
Yeah.
And I think that she only called... I'm going to read it. I think she only called the police on him to tell them where he was.
Yeah.
Because as she's going to leave, she hears him cock a gun.
Yeah.
And she questions him about it. And he says, I did not cock a gun.
Yeah. I stepped on a twig.
And she does not believe him.
Yeah.
And I think because she felt that he had the capability and ability to kill her, then she felt like she needed to do something. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, she's leaving him. She's like, I'll be back today. And then by the time she gets home, doesn't say how far away it was.
No.
The murder was being reported by the local media. Yeah. But they were saying that it was a suspected suicide. How did they already uncover? Like, okay. Yeah. You guys worked fast in Aurora, Colorado.
I guess so.
But Danyall goes on this little, like, monologue. Yeah. About how she couldn't let that family think that person killed themselves.
Because then they'd wonder, what could we have done?
Yeah, like, how could we have talked to them and made them not do it?
Which is true. Like, I see her point.
I do too, to a certain extent. But given that there were so many years that passed between this event and this interview, I think that's something you can think about in hindsight. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Or maybe I'm just being unkind because I think she made a lot of choices that I wouldn't have made. Right. So she calls the police and lets them know that it was an accidental shooting, and she has information about how this happened and who did it and where they are. Yeah. Richard gets arrested. Yeah. He's pulled into interrogations. He confesses to the shooting, and then he confesses to killing 3 prostitutes. Yeah. All while being interrogated. He's like, yeah, I did it. He claims he buried 2 of them in his yard. Yeah. He's telling the police the same stories that he has told his friends and family for years. Yeah. Exact details. Story. Yeah. Exact everything. Yeah. So the police are like, well, let's go check that out. Yeah. And they immediately find 2 bodies in his yard and 1 buried in the wilderness where he said it would be. Yeah. He admits to 3 more murders, but those bodies are never recovered. No. At this point, we hear from a homicide detective, Joel Humphrey, and he said that all of his murder victims were prostitutes. He would do the same thing with all of them, where he would pick them up, he would take them to his house, and then he would incapacitate them in some way. So he would knock them unconscious, or he would scare them with a gun, take control of them. He would then sexually assault them and rape them for hours. He would take breaks when he wanted to,
Right.
and force them to pray.
Yeah.
Because they needed to.
They were dirty little sluts, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they would pray together, and he would say things like, when a man and woman come together for God, he listens.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? And then they were also able to find several women who had escaped him.
Yeah.
So were you guys, like, did they not report this, or were you not listening?
Right.
Like, interesting.
Yeah.
And so all of his murders, though, were similar. Like, he had an MO. He did it sort of the same way. And they said that there's a possibility that there's a lot more victims out there, too, that they just, like, don't know about.
Yeah.
Danyall comes back on, and she says that people were really upset that she turned him in. Some members of the family still don't talk to her about it.
Which is weird. I don't know. I think it would be... I want to say it would be different if it was, like, my kid. But, like, I wouldn't be mad at my sister for like, you know? Like, he did some pretty awful things. This isn't just, like, tax fraud or whatever. So, like, why would his family members disgrace her?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is murder. Multiple murders.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like,
so don't...
Maybe they're just, she's a scapegoat, and they feel guilty that they weren't able to, like, they didn't listen or pay attention. But then she goes on, okay, this is where I had an issue. Okay. Another issue. She goes on this weird tirade about, monologue again, not a tirade, about how she does feel bad about turning him in, because families then found out that their mother's daughter's sisters, aunts were murdered by him. And she brought sadness to those families, because some of the women hadn't even been reported missing. Yeah. And I'm like, the fact that you're saying this sentence and you think this makes fucking sense is mind-blowing to me. Because how much worse could they be? Like, just because they weren't in touch with their family doesn't get to have closure? Right. And you feel bad? Yeah. That you provided them with that closure? Yeah. By telling them, like, it was so... It was. I was like, what am I listening to? What is the logic here? Yeah. You know, like... Yeah. Some of them hadn't even been reported missing yet. Yeah. And so she felt bad that she told them. No, they deserve the right to know. Yes. Yes. I was like... And to grieve and to do whatever they need to do. And to not worry forever about it. Yeah. And to have a funeral and to do what they need to do. Things. Yeah. Like, it was... Yeah. I'm going to also say that this is from 10 years ago, and maybe her views have changed in the last decade. Maybe. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. But it was weird, and I didn't really enjoy listening to it. And that's my feeling on it. Richard cuts a deal to avoid the death penalty. He's given trial. No trial, no possibility of parole, and he's given 2 life sentences. Yeah. And that's the end. Yeah. Real bad dude. Yeah. I think if people are talking, you better be listening. Yeah. If someone describes a murder in detail, like, stop and think about that, maybe. And it doesn't hurt to just report it. If it's nothing, then it's nothing. Then great. Yeah. Be his friend. But if it is something, like, she was like, if one of us would have called earlier, we probably could have saved 1 or 2 or 3 lives. So, you know, do something. I mean, yeah. Bad dude. Yeah. Bad days. But it's wild, like, how people like that can just be around or like near you and you don't know. Right. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. Kind of like my brother. I'm just kidding. All right. Bye.